Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how you can use DALL-E 3 and integrate it within Slack so that you'll be able to generate images directly from your Slack channels. If you guys aren't familiar, DALL-E 3 right now is only exclusive to ChatGPT Plus subscribers, and you can only access it by paying $20 per month to access ChatGPT Plus. But with this little hack, you can essentially generate photos fairly cheap for a fraction of a cent using the OpenAI APIs. So just to quickly show you what I've got here. So you just simply create an account with Zapier, and once your account is created, you'll be able to get a few zaps for trial. And for now, what you need to do is just create a new zap and you'll be presented with the screen. So you'll just need for the trigger to add Slack on there. And once you add Slack, you would then be able to choose the event. So for this event, I'm going to be new message posted to channel, meaning that every time there's a new message that's posted to the channel, this zap is going to be triggered and an action is going to be created. So we're going to go continue. I've already logged into Slack, but logging in or connecting your account with Slack is fairly simple. And now for the trigger is I want to take any messages that are on this channel. DALL-E 3 will trigger this chatbot essentially. For the trigger for bot messages, keep that on no. If you have that on yes, essentially what's going to happen is that the chatbot is going to keep talking to itself and it will infinitely loop and it essentially would not stop. So I don't know what a use case for that is for now, but I just keep it on no. Okay, and now what we need to do, just test the trigger, go back on Slack, type in hello zap, perfect, and I want to go find records. Okay, perfect, this is the record, we've got hello zap, so that means that this trigger is now working. Every time there's a message, it's now pushing it into Zapier. For the next action that we need to add, it's the OpenAI action. So what we need to do is that we need to add an API request. Okay. And for this one, what you need to do is actually, when you sign up to OpenAI, you'll be presented with this screen. It's a developer screen, and then you'll be able to create an API key by just clicking on create new secrets. Name your API key, you'll get an API token, in which you would then be able to add it to Zapier for it to connect with OpenAI's API or developer account. Okay. Now, I've already done that, so I won't be doing it this time. It's fairly simple. You just need to copy and paste the API key into Zapier. But for the HTTP method, we want to post. So what we need to do is that we need to post the message. So we need to send it out. If it was get, that means it needs to get the information from somewhere else. But for now, we need to post the information over to ChatGPT. For the URL, what you need to do is go on the developer docs, and we need to copy and paste this URL into Zapier. Okay. Leave this empty for the additional requests. When we go to the references, it's going to ask us for content type. Just copy paste this into here, and then the text will be application/JSON. Okay, and for the body, what I want to do is I want to copy and paste this whole thing. Okay, perfect. And for the prompt, just delete this. Okay. And what we need to add here is essentially the message from the trigger, right? Because this will be our prompt. So whatever you want to type, that's going to be your prompt in DALL-E 3. Okay. Perfect. I won't test this one just yet because it's just going to show me hello zap, and I'll just do it a bit later. So for for the last step, I want to add Slack again, because now what I need to do, not only do I need to get the message from Slack, I also want to push a message from Zapier into Slack with the DALL-E 3 generated image. So we go to event and go send channel message, continue, connect your account, very similar. Pick the channel, I want to pick DALL-E 3. What is the text going to be? So this time we want to grab the text from, okay, let me just do this. Okay, so now it's just gonna test it. Let's do a quick test to generate the image. That's fine. Okay, still testing. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna show you exactly which URL you guys need to paste into Slack in order to be able to generate the image. Is going to be this URL right here. Okay, so it always starts with http OAI DALL-E API prod and just a bunch of gibberish right there. So we're going to go back to Slack, get the message, go on here, and now we need to find where the URL is. So we need to get response data URL, paste that on there. Perfect. So now what that means is the output from Zapier to Slack is going to be that URL with that image. Okay. And now send as bot, just leave these quite as default. There's no need to change them. If you want to change them, you can just make it more customized with a name and stuff like that. I'm just going to keep it the same. Okay. And now what I want to do is I'm going to skip this test and I will be deploying this app, and we're going to be heading back to Slack to generate this image. So I want a cat playing a piano. Okay, so now what it's doing, it triggered the Zap, it sent it over to Zapier. Zapier sends it over to OpenAI to generate the image. OpenAI would then send back the URL, and then Zapier will simply push back the message that it received from Zapier. So what we need to do now is just expand it, and what we're gonna see is that we're gonna see a cat playing the piano. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial, but what we can do, let us generate another image. Let's say a donkey riding a horse. Yep, and that is quite odd, but let's see what we get. Okay, so again, it's doing everything in the background. You don't have to do anything, and it's fairly fast for all the things that's happening in the background. Okay, perfect. Let's expand it anyway. And let's see what sort of image we got. Okay, that's what we got. We got a donkey riding a horse. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys did, please hit the thumbs up and comment below what you guys want to see next. I'm really enjoying doing these tutorials for you guys. So a like would be much appreciated. Thank you guys.